Well, the thing is, it's your job to investigate allegations
Actually,
of...
it's not.
Yes, actually it is.
Actually, it's not.
Actually, it is.
Talking about, all right, we're going to disagree on this because you are talking about an elected sheriff and an elected county attorney.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Of which the county board has no oversight because they are duly elected officials.
Well, you know, it's surprising that there was a county attorney who was just convicted of sex crimes up in Cook County, and geez, lo and behold, the county board contacted an outside agency and did an investigation. So
well,
apparently,
the county board has that authority, I'm sure, to contact an outside agency. All right, I didn't say they didn't have the authority. I said.
Okay, it is December 21, 2014, 2:48 p.m. calling Wayne Johnson, the chair of District Otter County Commissioners.
Hi, this is Wayne. I was unable to answer the phone when you called. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
County Commissioner Johnson, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. As the chair of the Otter County Commissioners, I think you should know that your sheriff Schlueter and County Attorney Hauser are trying to illegally withhold public information from me. They're making these wild and outrageous claims that this policy and procedure manual from the sheriff, which the sheriff purchased subscription from Lexipol, is somehow copyrighted, and I need to get permission from Lexipol before I can get this information. Well, unfortunately for the sheriff and the county attorney, these policy and procedure manuals from Lexipol are all over the internet. All you gotta do is type in Lexipol policy manual and they pop up. And if you would type in Lexipol contract, the contracts for these policy and procedure manuals pop up also. And according to the copyright agreement, it says nothing in this statement is intended to prohibit or restrict agency from access and reproduction from department functions, and providing any policies contained within the policy manuals pursuant to and authorized by request under the Public Records Act, pursuant to court order or any other lawful process. Well, obviously I've submitted data requests. Your County Attorney Hauser is just making up these wild and outrageous claims, and your sheriff is sending me these retarded letters saying that I need to get permission from Lexipol, when the contract specifically states that that's what the purpose of the policy manuals are, is for public information. See? The contract specifically outlines what's not allowed, and that's other information, which you can find by reading the contract. So obviously the sheriff and the county attorney don't want me to have this policy and procedure manual, again, because the policy and procedure manual would clearly show how the sheriff and the county attorney are illegally withholding information, criminal investigation in a criminal case. So obviously they using public money to illegally withhold public information and using public money to railroad people in the courts, which of course would be a criminal act. So I want my information, and I think you should start contacting some outside agencies and have your sheriff and the county attorney investigate it. Terry Numbers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I was leaving a message. Did you pick up, or? I
heard you said I was doing something else, and I just ran and picked up the phone. You said you received a message from me.
Do I have the right number? I'm replying to a message from a Terry Nemmers, I believe is the last name. That's what I could gather anyway.
Are you a county commissioner from Otter
I
County?
am.
Well, I just left a message on your phone just a little while ago then.
Yep, this afternoon I was doing stuff with family, so yes.
Yes. Well, actually, I've called you before, and you haven't returned my call before. Which commissioner are you now?
Why did you call the county commission in Otter County?
Well, which
one? You
one?
don't even know which commissioner you're talking to?
Well, Pelican Rapids. There's 7 of them or 5 of them or something like that. How do I know? You called me out of the blue. I don't remember which.
No, sir. I'm returning your phone call.
Yes, I understand that.
So I did not call you out of the blue.
Well, which one are you? That's simple.
Which one did you call?
I called all of you.
Why?
Why not? Because I'm reporting something. I'm reporting misconduct by your sheriff's department and your county attorney's office. Okay. Apparently, you're not adult enough to give me your name.
Let me be clear. My name is Wayne Johnson.
Good. There we go.
I am from Pelican Rapids, Minnesota.
Okay, good.
I am currently the chair of the county board in Otter County. However, that will end January 1 or 6 or the first Tuesday in January.
Okay, there we go.
All right, does that help you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Actually, it would have helped if you would have called when I called way back in November. Anyhow, the problem is the county attorney and the sheriff are illegally withholding some public information from me. First, they're claiming that they're going to charge me $200 for this information to redact it. Then they gave me the bargain basement price of $100 to redact this public information, which doesn't need to be redacted. All they need to do is just email it to me. And then the sheriff was playing these little retarded games of sending me certified letters instead of just returning my email and sending me this phony bill. Well, then all of a sudden they've got
Did you accept that bill certified mail?
There's no law that requires me to do that. I just made another phone call to the county attorney's office and told him that I don't need to there's no law that requires me to do that.
No, there's not. I agree.
Yeah, I spoke to the county commissioner and another one who actually spoke to me, and that was all solved. They sent me a letter, but instead, there's a new twist. Now they're making these wild and outrageous claims that I need to get a waiver from Lexipol, who the sheriff has this subscription from, for policy and procedure manuals. Well, the unfortunate part is I've made numerous data requests from one end of the state to the other, and I have a vast variety of Lexipol policy and procedure manuals, and never have I received that loony request or demand. And in fact, you can go on the internet and download all sorts of Lexipol policy and procedure manuals. In fact, you can download the contract for Lexipol, and in the contract it specifically states that it is for public information and no data request can be denied because of copyright. See? But apparently the county attorney and the sheriff think I'm retarded. I am not. I'm a highly intelligent individual. The thing is, the real reason why the sheriff and the county attorney don't want me to have this information is because I have information that the sheriff and the county attorney are illegally withholding information in an active criminal case. And if I had the policy and procedure manual from Otter County, I could easily prove that the sheriff and the county attorney are illegally withholding information in this active criminal case.
Okay.
So that's why I contacted you.
You contacted me because there's a criminal case going on that you believe they're withholding information from you.
No, I have clear, precise, and unquestionable evidence that they are.
You have evidence that they are?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And
because I have the case information. And I have policy and procedure manuals from other counties which prove that they're illegally withholding information. See?
Okay.
See, that's simple. And other your county commissioners hung up on me before and made these, one county commissioner made
I can't speak for the other county commissioners, all right, Mr. Nemmers?
I didn't say you were. I'm just stating facts.
Okay.
In fact, I put their conversations up on the internet just not more than 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So anyhow, if you want, you can easily go listen to what I've said to them.
I don't need to listen. They're duly elected officials, and their comments to you are their comments to you, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is, it's your job to investigate allegations
Actually, sir,
of...
it's not.
Yes, actually it is.
Actually, it's not.
Actually, it is.
Talking about, all right, we're going to disagree on this because you are talking about an elected sheriff
And
an elected county attorney,
yes.
correct?
Yes.
Of which the county board has no oversight because they are duly elected officials.
Well, you know, it's surprising that there was a county attorney who was just convicted of sex crimes up in Cook County, and geez, lo and behold, the county board contacted an outside agency and did an investigation. So
Well,
apparently,
the county board has that authority, I'm sure, to contact an outside agency. All right, I didn't say they didn't have the authority. I said that we are not the oversight for because they're an elected official. And if your claims, you're throwing some very serious accusations.
which I have proof of. So that's simple. That's why I can throw all sorts of accusations out if I can back them up.
And sir,
Yes.
you have proof
Yes.
of these accusations.
Yes. Oh, I have the
Are
evidence.
you messing around calling county board members? Why aren't you just going to the news media and going to an attorney and taking these gentlemen to court?
Well, that's simple because it's your job to do. I already explained what your job is. It's to.
Thank you for telling me my job.
Yes, no problem. Apparently, I need to.
Yep, you do. You need to tell me my job.
Yes.
And where are you calling from, sir?
I am calling from Glenwood, Minnesota, Pope County.
And why did I call back a different number than you called me from?
Because I gave you that as my contact information. That's
That's
why.
not where you called me from.
I don't care.
Well, I'm just asking you a question. You're unwilling to answer my questions?
Well, what does it matter? I could call from a payphone and give you my home phone number. It doesn't matter.
So, all right. And so the other question I have is you said all of these policy and procedure manuals are readily available on the internet.
Well,
Correct?
obviously not the Otter Tail County Sheriff's Department.
Is that
but
what you said?
I said Lexipol policy and procedure
Isn't that who
manuals.
they're getting their policy and procedure manual from?
Well,
That you named?
Okay, first of all, the sheriff's department, let's say Berkeley, which I don't have the actual information at hand because I'm not at my computer right now because I was doing something else. But if you type in Lexipol Policy and Procedure Manual into the computer, you will find that all of a sudden policy and procedure manuals from different law enforcement agencies come up. See, these are all handcrafted. See,
So what you're telling me is that these are individualized per county.
Yes. Say the sheriff wants this policy in there, and he goes, well, I don't want that one in because I didn't like it in someone else's that I saw, so I'm going to leave this one out. See?
Okay.
But it's all public information. That's the whole purpose of it, because the sheriffs aren't either smart enough to write their own policy and procedure manuals or too lazy to write their own policy and procedure manuals. See? In fact, the county attorney had to admit to me on the phone, which I have a recorded conversation, which is up on the internet. The county attorney admitted that they do not have the required policy and procedure, or the data practice manual as required by law. See? For the county. So apparently, they're spending an enormous amount of time preventing me from receiving this public information when they should be doing their job and creating a policy and procedure or a data practice manual pursuant to the law. See?
Okay.
So again, I have
You'd be creating a manual to be able to handle these public requests, is what you're saying.
by law, you are supposed to have a manual for the public which outlines your policy and procedure for handling data practice requests.
Okay.
See? So that's the thing. The county attorney admitted.
So wait a minute. I think you just switched beefs because you were having a conversation about they're withholding things from you, and now you're saying that they're not doing their job because they're not creating a policy and procedure manual. But that was the manual that they were withholding from you.
No.
Which one is it?
Okay. Obviously, you're not paying attention. The
I am
sheriff's.
paying attention.
The
Obviously,
sheriff's.
wandering around.
Well, this is a. Well.
Are you recording this conversation, sir?
Well, of course I am.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yes. Yes. See, because now we can.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can clarify.
Okay, go ahead.
The county attorney is not doing his job because they don't have a manual on how to handle policy and procedure for data practices. Is that one of your accusations?
Actually, I do believe that's your administrator's job to do that. But certainly the county attorney could create it. See, but my original complaint was the sheriff's department was not giving me the jail handbook, the sheriff's policy and procedure manual. Well, the thing is, you were confused about. You were saying I was accusing the county attorney of not doing his job about creating the data practice manual.
Okay.
See? But he admitted that they do not have it because that was part of my request.
Okay.
See? So obviously the county, whoever's job it is to create it, did not create it.
So you just told me it was the administrator's job.
Well, I don't care who it is. It's county attorney, administrator.
So you don't know?
Well, actually, if you listen...
So you're the one who's been, wait a minute, you're the one who's been quoting me law, so you don't know who that is. I'm trying to see if I can go to the right person here, if that's the case.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's the reason I ask you. Do you know if it's the county attorney's responsibility or if it's the administrator's responsibility, or do you not know?
Well, I have the entire conversation with the county attorney up on the internet. You can listen to the whole thing at your leisure.
Okay.
See?
And so, you don't know.
I don't remember exactly what he had said. This is over a month ago. Remember, I called you over a month ago and you didn't return my call. But now I'm supposed to remember exactly what the county attorney said, verbatim, after a month?
Okay.
That's why I recorded the call. See, so there's no question about what was said and what was done.
Okay.
See?
Okay. So the policy and procedure manual data practices thing was recorded over a month ago, and I'll have a conversation with the county attorney about that, and then your other accusation. So going back, I think for the reason for your original call was accusing the county attorney and the sheriff of withholding and violating what laws?
Well, there's the data practice laws, because illegally withholding public information is a criminal act.
Okay.
See? That's the law. And all they're doing is coming up with ridiculous excuses. First it was they had to redact it. Then all of a sudden it was, I need to get a copyright. See? Copyright waiver. See, so the story has changed. First it was $200 to redact it, then it was $100 to redact it, then all of a sudden it's this new thing of the copyright waiver, which of course, again, contracts on the internet for Lexipol, if you download them, will clearly state in the contract that the information is public and it cannot be denied at a legal data request or court order or whatever legal process. That's not what the purpose is. See? There's other...
So you're making a legal data request is what you're saying?
I have already made a legal data request.
Or the policy and procedure manual?
Yes, and the county attorney's office and the sheriff's department have been wasting my valuable time, insulting my intelligence, and wasting valuable government resources trying to prevent me from receiving this information. And again, the motive is because they are illegally withholding evidence in an active criminal case in Otter County.
Is this criminal case against you?
I don't live in Otter County, and I don't have any active cases in Otter County. People contact me from one end of the state to the other and say they have a problem and ask me to help them. So what I do is I contact the local law enforcement, ask them for their policy and procedure manuals, just exact what I did. And then, because if there's no problem, then, the person who made the claims, then their claims seem to kind of be bogus then. But see, if all of a sudden there's all sorts of trouble trying to get free public information that's readily available, all they have to do is just hit reply.
But you're doing this for someone who called you or contacted you?
Yes. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes.
You're an advocate then?
I am a Christian who likes to help other people. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. See, I've been railroaded before, and you know how many people help me? None. See? So that's why I'm helping other people.
Yeah, that was what I meant. You're advocating for other people. You're helping them. That's I guess what I meant by advocate. You're advocating for someone who's in their mind and is not being treated fairly. Is that a fair? Am I reading that? Am I hearing that correctly, sir?
Well, I seek justice. That's what I do. I hear of an injustice and I try to right that injustice. However you want to determine it or define it, that's up to you. But that's what I do.
Well, I just heard that you were doing this for someone. That's what
I agree. I am doing I spoke to someone. They gave me the information, gave me their case information. I have audio, I have video, I have documents, I have all sorts of information. See, about their case, an active case. And that's what people do. They give me their information that they have in an active case, and I help them with their case.
Got it. Are you an attorney?
No, I'm not. I'm just a regular individual.
Okay. I'm listening.
It's fine. So that's the situation. Got a problem with your county attorney, with your county sheriff. They think that they're above the law. They don't have to follow the rules. Apparently the same thing's going on in one of your courts. So you got a judge in there that feels that they can do the same thing. See?
Well, now we have a county attorney, a sheriff, and a judge all breaking the law together.
Well, apparently that's what it is, because I have the evidence.
You said you have the evidence.
Yes, I do.
Have you gone to the the Attorney General? Because these are huge accusations that this is what the Attorney General in Minnesota's job is. I mean, have you called their office and shared with them the things that you purportedly have evidence of?
Well, I have a history of contacting the FBI. I have those conversations up on the internet. I have been at the Attorney General's office.
Why are you posting them on the internet?
Well, for the exact same reason people hate it that I record the call. Same reason you asked me if I was recording the call, because people don't want to be on record.
Well, I don't care if I'm recorded. I was just asking so I knew.
Well,
my question goes back to why haven't you called the FBI or the Attorney General in Minnesota and reported these according to you, egregious violations of law?
Well, first of all,
they're the law enforcement people.
So's the county attorney.
He's supposed to charged with enforcing the state laws.
So's the county attorney, so's the sheriff, so's the judge, but they aren't doing their job. So why aren't you reporting them?
And so you go above them to the state's attorney or to the Attorney General in Minnesota or whatever, and you report it to them because it's their job. They're the attorneys. They're the ones who know the law. The FBI, you said you've contacted the FBI, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, those kinds of people. I'm not sure why you don't go there.
Because I'm contacting you, because it's your job.
You understand? You do understand I'm not an attorney and I'm not a law enforcement person.
I didn't say you were. I said you're the county commissioner. It's your job. I brought allegations to you. It's your job to investigate. Simple as that.
All right. Thank you for that. Is there anything else?
Well, obviously I want my information.
Well, I understand that, but obviously I'm not investing it on Sunday night.
I didn't say you had to.
Well, so you want your information?
Yes,
right?
obviously I do. That's why I've made multiple phone calls.
And I asked you if there was anything else, Mr. Nemers. I've got a list here that I've written, and I just want to know if there's anything else.
Well, I think that should be fine. I appreciate your call back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry if I didn't call you back before. I don't know what happened to the message or whatever. So I apologize for that.
Okay.
Because I normally call people back. So if I missed one and did not call you back, that's that's on me.
Okay.
So for that, I apologize.
Okay.
And like I said, I wanted to make sure that I've heard all of your concerns. And if that's all you have, then I think we're done with the conversation for this evening, yes?
Yes, I'm fine with that. Again, I appreciate your call.
Absolutely. And you said you were a Christian earlier, so I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You have a happy holiday.
Thanks.
Yep, bye now.
I'll have a Merry Christmas also.
Okay, fine.
Good night.
Yep, good night. Bye.